video. Thank you for watching. Comment and remember to like and share the video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel so that way you get new content, you're updated on new topics, and you get the daily motivation and inspiration so then you get through your week and you can go out strong. So the goal of my channel is to just help you go out strong. We ain't trying to go out sad or try to go out weak, right? So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So your boy Michael Constance got you. Anyway, straight into it. I'm up early, you know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock. I'm at the field. We're training with my homeboy, my partner, my homie. So like anyway, just want to say like, hey, are you being disciplined? Are you being disciplined day in day out? Are you cutting out the bad habits? Are you cutting out the friends that are not being productive and beneficial and influencing you in a healthy way? Are you cutting those people out? Are you stop partying and you're trying to really commit to what you want to do? Like, are that's working out, exercising? Are you keeping straight to your diet? Um, are you keeping your goal of stop smoking? Are you keeping your goal of not eating fast food? You know, and then are you keeping your goals? Like, are you having goals and being disciplined to follow those goals? You're not fall backing on you're not fall backing on the fact that you're just giving yourself a way out, saying like, oh, it's okay, I'll start tomorrow. No, you start today and you keep it strong. You stay strong. You don't stop. You keep going. Um, there's so many people that want to be successful. They want to have a great life. They want to have things that they see other people have that's luxury and valuable to their eyes, or like they want to have these things in their life where it's like they have that accomplishment attached to it. Everything you see people have, they had to give up something for that. So if you're being disciplined day in day out, you're gonna see little changes to your mindset and to your daily life that you're gonna move just by just cutting out and just being disciplined day in day out. You know, it's hard, it's tough. You know, doing something every day and keeping that same regimen and just keep going. Like this is a program you gotta have. This is the program. You create a program, you stick to it. There's no changing it or nothing. Like you gotta stick with it. And when you do this, it becomes a lifestyle. So when you create this lifestyle, now you can't be around the same people because their lifestyle is gonna clash with yours or anything else. Like if you have people in your life that, if you're trying to be positive and you're trying to change your life and they're not on that same wavelength, they're gonna try to like they're not gonna try. Just that the fact that they're not on that same page, the same program. So their program is kind of gonna deter yours, or it's gonna help you backtrack. So it's gonna stop you from getting your program help your program progress because their program is already messed up. It's going the wrong direction, and you can't force people to change their program to where it fits yours. So the only thing you can do is separate yourself, and that's what winners do. What do they do? Winners separate themselves from the losers by how they perform, how they are disciplined. Now you see the like okay, like look at the fight with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Look who looked more prepared. Like you can see who was more disciplined, who was more ready for that fight. Now Deontay Wilder, he's a great fighter. You know, he has the potential to beat Tyson Fury. But you can tell they both were out for well, I'm not sure they were both out, but you can tell that, Tyson Wilder, he was out for 20 months. For those 20 months he was training. But the same thing goes for for Tyson. He was training too. But it just shows who's more prepared. So every time you're disciplined and you're out here doing what you need to do, it just shows at the end of the day who's prepared, who's disciplined. When you're doing things out in the world, like if it's at work, school, you see the people who are prepared, who's been disciplined, who took the time and to cut out the distractions, cut out the bad habits, and put it into work. So I just want to motivate people and inspire people to understand that it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard to cut that video game off, you know, or like stop chasing validation from females or looking for girls to like hang out with and then or like look out for friends to hang out with and spending money going to drinks and clubbing and all that stuff. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be lonely. It's gonna be not fun. It's not fun at all. It's not nothing glamorous about it. There's nothing fun about stop doing the stuff that you was doing to picking up a book or finding ways how you can better yourself financially. It's not fun. It's not fun reflecting on yourself and seeing all the flaws and seeing all the bullshit that you've been dodging for years by hanging out with your friends and putting this off. So now that you're really stepping forward and accepting who you are and what you got to deal with, it's making you more powerful because a lot of people do not want to do that. Nobody wants to look in the mirror and be like, hey, damn, I'm in love with this son of a bit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be in love with yourself. So you understand that that nobody's perfect, but you can make your hustle, your program perfect almost by just being consistent and being persistent on how you want to see it. Like you gotta put your best foot forward. You gotta understand that this is your life, and every time you put time into your life, it works out. And you always gotta be looking ahead of time, ahead of the. You gotta have foresight where you're looking ahead. You have two eyes. I mean, in a literal form, yes, you have two eyes, but at the same time, and as a metaphor, you can look ahead and kind of foresee things. Like you can understand because you've been living so much. So I mean, you've been living for years so much so far, right? You've been living like what? You're like, I don't know how old you are, like 18, 19, 20. So 20 years you've been living. You kind of understand how things work in the world. You kind of pay attention to things that's going on in the world. If not, you need to really sit down by yourself and really start paying attention to what's going on around here. Cause that's the only way you're gonna understand the game. The game is simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's how it goes. KISSS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. Find out what's the best hustle. How can you attach yourself to that hustle? How can you, if you're not in shape, how can you get yourself in shape? What kind of plan you gotta make to get yourself in shape? How many times you gotta go to the gym? What type of foods you gotta cut off in order to lose weight? What's helping you gain weight? What habits you're doing that's not helping you, benefiting you? You know what I mean? These are things you gotta ask yourself. You know what I mean? These are things that you're showing yourself that you are valued. You value yourself. That's powerful. A lot of people are not gonna value you because they want to see how you value yourself. So you walk around doing all these things, they're gonna look at you different. Subconsciously, they're gonna be like kind of envious because they haven't got to that point, which is fine. It's a human emotion. Envy is a human emotion. That's fine. Let them have it. But you be aware of this. You be vigilant. You understand like, oh, this person. And I laugh at it because I understand what's going on in that person's head. I laugh at it. I don't get mad about it. They laugh with you. You know what I mean? It's a funny thing. It's like, oh yeah, he knows he's on his top of his game, and I'm trying to shake it up. I'm trying to shake it up. They trying to shake you. They trying to shake the tree. They want to see what's gonna fall. But you on there tight. You ain't falling off. You just look at him like shake the tree. Like okay, keep shaking it. You gonna get tired. Cause I'm not falling. So you gotta have a strong mindset. And I told you about this in previous videos. If you're watching the videos, just you gotta move and think like a tank. You know what I mean? This is a real ideal. This is a real ideal you gotta have. Move and think like a tank. You know, like I can show you. Look. That's what I'm saying. Like I'll show you. You see that? You see that? You see? That's a field, a track. That's a track, right? That's a track, right? Right. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm waiting for my homeboy, right? We're gonna go and we're gonna train. That's what we do. That's why we so close. That's why we get along so great because we have something in common. He like to train. I like to train. I see myself. I have a vision for myself and how I feel healthy, and I want to create a lifestyle. So I have people surrounding me with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have people that's partying, doing all this type of drugs and all this type of stuff. Cause I don't do it. You know what I mean? To be real, I've been sober for like 6 weeks now. Oh, it's about to be 6 weeks, and I've been sober. And I told myself, it was like a lot of people say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I told myself the same thing. But difference was one day I did it. I said I'm done. I sat there to myself. I was like I'm done. And then your inner self, your inner guy, right? You got your inner guy, or for women, it's like an inner intuition, like inner self, inner woman, whatever you want to say. But for guys, we have this inner guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he, like it's like your subconscious, right? But it's like a level where you can kind of like understand it's there. And we were just like, and it's like we were on the same level. It's like, yeah, I'm done too. I'm burnt out. We spent too much money. We've already ran the block too many times. We already did it so many times. Like we ain't getting no new experience out of it. We're not having no more fun. But what will be fun? We go get it. We go get it. You know what I'm saying? We had the whole year. We did good the whole year. We was on our shit. We got on our shit. You know what I'm saying? We did this. We doing our shit. We on the top of our game. And now it's time to go get it. We got to go harder. And how can we go harder? What do we have to cut out to go harder? What can I do to help myself reach a new level? So okay, I'll start going to the gym every day. People at the gym like, damn man, you consistent. How many times you go to the gym? 5 times a week? Yep. That's valid. I do go times. Sometimes I go more, depending on how like I want to rest my body up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go 2 times a day. You know what I'm saying? 5 days a week. So I might go for 2 times a day, 3 days. Wait, hold on. So I might go 3 times. I might go 3 times a week, 2 times a day, and the rest of the week I'm just going once. But that's like what? That's 8 times a week. And yeah, I'm not. You don't have to go hard. You don't have to go hard, but you have to understand that you have to do something about it. You can't just sit around and blame people or just give up. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna help. When you at work and people are not like valuing you, it's okay because you're not gonna be there forever. You can be gone next week. You can be gone the next month. You can find other opportunity. If you're not being valued, always change your scenery. Change your scenery. That's the goal. There should be a quote for the week for Twitter or something. Change scenery. Soon as someone not value or appreciate what you do, because you are valuable. They might not tell you how valuable you are. They might say it low key, like, "Oh, you're great." They tell you sometimes, and you can't really get too caught up in it because you don't want to get distracted from what you do. Oh, you're a great worker. You do this, yeah, yeah, yeah. But you ain't trying to be a great worker. You're trying to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? So when people say you're a great worker, I just look at it like I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to say. Like people do that shit. That's what one time I told somebody. It was like, "What's up, bud? What's up, buddy?" I was like, "I don't like that." He's like, "What if I say?" He said, "What's up, boss?" I like that because you want to change the mindset. You want to get yourself to a level where you the boss. Because the boss, he ain't gotta take orders. He ain't gotta come in when he comes in when he want to come in. But the boss, he got people relying on him. He a leader. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have a mindset where you're trying to achieve and shoot for the moon, but you're gonna be chilling with the stars. Because if you don't hit the moon, you're chilling with the stars. It's good to be a star. You know what I mean? Everybody needs a star. And then once you be that high, people gonna be shooting to aim for your position. And that's a great feeling. When people are sitting there trying to aim for your position. Because you got so high up, they like, dang, like I want to be where he at. That's a compliment. You can look at him and be like, come on, come get it. You want to create that circumstance where you motivate other people to get to where you at. So the only way you can do that is you got to cut the habits out. No more fast food. No more hanging out with friends that's not on the type of shit you on. It just got to be done. If they're not trying to move how you move, hey, hit me up. Say hello once in a while or woo woo. But until you try to get on the program I'm on, I can't. It doesn't. We don't. It doesn't, I can't bring value to you, and you can't bring value to me. So we get on fair trade. Somebody's gonna get. Somebody's getting whooped. Somebody's getting cheated. Somebody's getting something, and somebody's getting nothing. So that's not fair. So right, they might be a cool person, and with the rule, but if nobody's giving back to you, like helping you out, like say your boy got a hustle, right? He getting money, but he ain't trying to put you onto the hustle, to the money. All right, all right then. Sorry, nothing wrong with that. But you can't sit around me, or I can't sit around you while you eat good and I'm starving. That just doesn't work that way. I hope you don't do that. I hope you don't sit around somebody who's eating good and let you starve. Like if you're around me and I'm eating good, I'm looking at you like, bro, you hungry yet? Are you ready to get on the hustle? Are you ready for the hustle? I'm gonna show you the best way to do it. That works for me. That makes sure you're good too. So that way when you're around me, I ain't gotta worry about you. I ain't gotta worry about feeding you. I ain't gotta worry about if you got money to do this, do that. I just gotta worry about you showing up and chilling and vibing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about you chasing these hoes and spending all your money. I ain't worried about you doing all these drugs and trying to influence me. It's like you're creating this circle, right? That just keeps making you more who you are, right? Because like if you're around somebody that does what you do, it just keeps creating what you are. Like so, like if I work out, right? I go to the gym. I stay home. I study. I do things like I try to educate myself on things like you know what I mean, financial things and other things like that. And then I go and then I train at the field, do my little, conditioning, whatever. What do you think that does? You know what I'm saying? What do you think that does for my mindset? What do you think that does for my confidence? When I'm walking around the gym with a tank top on, everybody, and then the people that know they ain't where they at, they got a t-shirt on, oversized t-shirt, not like a tight fitted t-shirt where you can still see a little bit of the fat, where you can't see nothing. No judgment. I'm just trying to give you perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point, people are like, oh yeah, you looking big. But I look at myself, I'm like, nah. Because the reason I don't feel big is because, or I don't feel as I reach the level that I want to reach because I see other guys, and that's where I see myself. So when people say, "Oh, you look big," I'm like, I don't feel like it because I see these other guys that I want to look like, they way bigger than me. So I feel like I'm just getting started because I have a long way to go to get to how that guy is, and I'm studying their movements, like whatever workouts they doing, I'm trying to do that shit because that's obviously how they did. That's the sauce. Whatever they doing, that's the sauce. You know. So it's about perspective. You understand that like sometimes you gotta get back to the basics. You know, start how you started. You started as a baby. You started with no friends. As a kid, I remember in the neighborhood, you didn't have no friends. You know what I'm saying? You had your neighbors, but they wasn't like you can be honest. It wasn't like your friend. They were just like your neighbors who you could play with. But when everybody moved away, like say like you grew up right in the neighborhood, and everybody moved away. How many people stay in contact with each other? How many people actually hitting each other up like, hey, bro, remember we was chilling in the neighborhood as kids? You know what I'm saying? Remember we was in the neighborhood? Remember we was at the block party? Remember we used to run the block? Remember we running all night? Remember we used to have those blackouts? Nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember one person I keep in contact with. Only time I came in contact with somebody is when I went back to the neighborhood. And I was like, and I ran into him, and I see, and we see how we all changed. We got older, you know what I'm saying? We used to be little kids, little jits, you know. But that's the only time you're gonna really come in contact with these people. And that's fine, you know what I mean? Because it's like we growing up. But at the same time, it's like you gotta understand what's going on. And then when you do become somewhat successful, when you got your shit together, people will gravitate. People will gravitate towards you. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it still happens. So whether they come into you as a friend or enemy, they gonna gravitate towards you because you're doing something right. You got something positive. You balance. And that's a great goal to have. That's a great attribute to have to be balanced. You know, you don't let shit emotionally get to you. Like people will test you too. You might not see it, but people will test you. They'll come up to you, say some shit, and then want to see how you gonna react. And you just stay cool and calm and cold. They sit there like, damn, that didn't work. Then you come back with some other shit. You know, come with some positive. People like to say, I like to be positive because I feel like that's the best. That's the best. That's the best. Uh, that's the best way of going about it. You know what I mean? Because me being negative towards it, it's like that's like throwing flame to the fire. You know. But me being positive is kind of like you're showing that your light is stronger than your negativity, right? Because you could be negative all day. Personally, they love being negative because they just that's how they feel comfortable. Being negative is comfortable for them, right? So if I'm sitting there and I'm positive, right? I'm like, okay, what's up? Give you some positive reinforcement. Give you something to say something nice about you. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gotta. Because this is what I'm gonna tell people. They say people like to say, "Oh, that's toxic, toxic positivity," right? And I'm looking at y'all like, nigga, how? When everything in the world is negative sometimes. Every time you look on the TV, every time you go talk to somebody and tell you about what problems they got, sometimes the shit's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be seeing a lot of shit that the world runs off toxicity, the drama, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? You see people walking around looking sad and all tired, drained. You know what I'm saying? So, if I come around and I spread light, being positive, that's toxic? How is me being positive toxic to your life? Like, you're telling me, like, my me looking at a bright side of a situation, right? Because I accept that life is good. It has its ups and downs, right? Because I accept that, right? Because I have my moments when I'm like, damn, dude, shit gonna be tough for a little bit, right? Like I'm thinking like shit gonna be tough, right? Shit gonna be tough. Or like I have my perspective on things. Like I don't believe in certain things. Like I don't believe in certain things. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be led by like sheep, right? So I look at it positive. I see things. I'm like, oh okay, cool, bet. You know what I'm saying? I look at things, cool, bet, right? And I'm just looking at things. I'm just like, all right, cool. You know, all right, good. It is what it is. I can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? You look at it in a way like you understand it, you accept it, and you're still positive about it. How is that being negative or toxic positivity? Because it's like if I'm not being positive, I have to be the opposite. You know what I mean? There's no neutral. There's no neutral. So if I'm not being positive, I must be negative. So negative is not being toxic. That's what I was trying to understand. Like I can honestly like some people don't like hanging around other people because they know that they gotta show they have to be they have to be outside their norm, right? Which is being, positive and and understanding, and they can't really show their true self and be like pessimistic and negative, right? So they don't like hanging around other people, right? They're just like, I'm an introvert. Fuck it, right? But I can honestly be around other people and be positive and be fine. Like I'm not faking it. This is who I am. Like every day and day out, just how I get through the world. Especially being black in America is like the shit that go on. I ain't gotta even elaborate on it. You know the shit that go on, the fuckery, the bullshit, and it's like for you to still be positive, it's like you have armor on or some shit. Like you got armor on. Does he got armor on? Is this guy got armor on? You know? Does he got armor on? Like what's going on? Why is he? I go through shit just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich. I'm not glamorous about my shit. Like, but it's like, do he got armor on? I get hit like everybody else. I get hit by circumstances. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff on my mind that I'm stressing about. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's like if you're a real hustler, it's like you're gonna have time that's down. You're gonna be down. They're gonna be telling you up. You gotta find your way out of it though. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have nobody, what would you do? Are you gonna swim and keep swimming? Or are you gonna just let yourself sink because you don't have nobody to give you that life raft? So that's what I think about my head. And I try to get myself prepared for that. Because you see so many people today, homeless, drugged up addicts, stuck on the street because they had a support system. They had a support system